Hey friends and artists, welcome back to another episode of Get Arty with Nate. Today, we're back out here on the paint deck, overlooking the beautiful Douro River here in Portugal. Wonderful place to be and very inspiring. In fact, I just got done with a trip down the coast, so I'm more than inspired to do a new painting, which is this right here. We're gonna do a little acrylic work. Got the acrylics back out. Oh, the old tried and trues. We'll get back to the oil paints eventually, whenever we feel like. I have a series of cubism paintings going on right now, and we're going to continue that series with another cubist style painting. So, got all my favorite brushes here, got everything set up, and I want you guys to get your paintbrushes out. I want you to get your pencils, your sketch pad, or your crayons, or some clay, or whatever you want, and get arty. So let's get arty together. Here we go. All right, let's put on our painting hat. Here we go. So here is my cup, a paint cup that my wife made me. It's all my favorite paintbrushes in it. Yeah, hold some too. Look at that. Keeps them up. And then I got this paint that I've had mixed up for probably about 4 or 5 days, and some of it's dry, but some of it is still good. So we're gonna use up all of this first, as much of this as we can. All right, so we are still kind of a low budget production here at Get Arty with Nate. I'm using my phone to film this thing on my little tripod thing here. So what I'm gonna have to do is cut the video and refer some photos on my phone to sketch up what I wanna do on here. So next time you guys see it, I'll have a little sketch up done, and we'll go from there. Okay, I got the little sketch done, guys. Check it out. Get a little closer here. Okay, there we go. Oh, got the dogs. There's always gonna be background noise here. Okay, so as you can kind of see, I got a guy here, a little scooter girl here. There's actually an old lady, and then the Douro River, and then I just kind of used what I have going back here in the background out there in the real world as this inspiration. All right, and let's see, let's try and make something somewhat quick here, because I really like to get sporadic with these cubey ones like this. So let's see where we go. Hey friends and artists, here's a little bit of music while I paint this picture. So I'm gonna start with the background, and then I'll work all the other stuff. Okay, so we've gotten to a good point here. We're gonna let it dry and move out of the sun a little bit because the sun likes to start creeping in on us over here. If you look at it. Just in case you forgot what the sun looks like, there it is. You know, so it gets kind of crazy out here. So we're gonna scoot everything around a little bit and then we'll get back to painting. Here we are, the next day. I let this thing dry for 24 hours, which you don't need to do with acrylics. In fact, I had to quit painting yesterday because it was so hot out here on the paint deck that the paint was drying as soon as it was touching this. And this canvas itself had gotten so hot that I couldn't even keep the paints wet long enough to spread them out the way I wanted to. So that's something to know if you're working with acrylics, especially if you're working with acrylics outside. Once the sun and your canvas, once the sun gets out and the canvas starts heating up, your paints are gonna dry a lot quicker than if you're in the shade and it's morning time or whatnot, at least where I live. So definitely keep that, maybe get an umbrella or something to keep stuff moist while you're painting. But anyway, I did work a little bit more on it, I think after I stopped the video yesterday, and we're going to finish it up today. So, you guys, let's put on our Arty hats and let's get Arty. Again, same video, but you know, you gotta get Arty every day. Okay, I have a new batch of paints here. I used up the last ones and it worked pretty good. I had those guys for about a week. About this same amount lasted me about a week or so with these small paintings. And I was able to put plastic over it and keep it good for a little while. And then eventually used it up. I only used white as a new color on this painting. So we got all new ones now. And just letting you guys kind of know the process here. And so we're gonna get back to our painting. Do. All right, that's a wrap on this one, guys. I liked how it turned out. Something simple, fun, easy to do. So, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time on Get Arty with Nate. Now, go get Arty.